Today was actually a day to celebrate the release of a mother and a calf that were rescued last week, 7 days ago, from monofilament entanglement fishing line around the elbow all the way to the joint, something that can typically can actually lead to loss of limbs on manatees. A very sad sight. So we were able to actually see this manatee on time, and within 7 days after rescue, thanks to the assistance of Lowry Park Zoo veterinarians and experts from USGS and our volunteers, we were able to actually get this manatee back in the water within 7 days. And that wound actually was very severe. It cut all the muscle tissue, all the way to the joint and the tendons. There was just inches and inches of 30-pound fishing line that had been there. We know for a fact that that line had been in there for at least a year. When this manatee was first sighted by Tracy Colson 11 months ago, and she coincidentally found this manatee again after 11 months. So that was kind of a big coincidence for the same person to find it within that period. We're looking for it.
It was found where?
Right here in the same place where she was first seen, in Three Sisters Springs. Usually when manatees are in trouble, typically they try to find shallow water that they identify safe. The manatees, when they are injured, they tend to come in here. They find that it's a safe haven until they can recover naturally. But fortunately for the manatees, we're here to further assist them after we find them injured. So this is already... there's already been over 15 rescues here in Three Sisters within the past 4 years.
Well, it's a real fortunate opportunity. You know, we've got the eyes and the ears out on the water. The swimmers that are out there are scrutinizing manatees up close, and especially in places like this where the water's so clear at Crystal River National Wildlife Refuge, that the manatees came in and they were noticed that this monofilament line was trailing from one of the flippers, and that's a bad sign. Basically, this animal got entangled in some discarded monofilament line or trash that was out in the environment. It got that strangulated around its flipper, and over time worked closer and closer to the bone, to the point where this one, the tissue, the monofilament line had to be pulled directly out of the tissue that had resolved around this constricting lesion. So fortunately, we caught it early enough that there was still blood vessel supply to the flipper, so it didn't have to be amputated. It's not going to be self-amputated now because they were able to debride the tissue and cut sections of the monofilament line that were binding so that the wound could actually expand and breathe now. And because of that, this manatee will save its flipper. Okay. The baby is a little male calf, probably only 3 months old. And that baby certainly was healthy in all regards. And the mother it'll stay with the mother for 2 years now as the mother trains it to survive out in the wild. It's the folks out there that are caring and concerned about the wildlife that's right in our own backyard. I mean, you've got animals the size of an elephant just outside your window where some people are sleeping. And so you just go out and look and appreciate the wildlife that's there. And then the Crystal River National Wildlife Refuge is one of those places where we do take advantage of that. We're stewards of the environment, and it's protecting that environment that's going to ensure that manatees are here for future generations to enjoy.
Now she's getting ready to go, so.
1,
ready?
2, 3. Watch the chin.
Okay, drop it. Come on, keep going, keep going.
Y'all ready over there?
Let's go. Here we go.
We're going to turn this way to your right.
Yeah. Pull. All right, ready? Here we go.
Okay, drop it down, push that down this side.
Watch the tail.
Let her.
Baby's right here. Baby's right here behind you.
She's turning to leave. All right, let's go. All right. There we go. She's going that way now. Let's go. All right,
Baby and them together.
Oh, you're always getting the. That was the one we just released.
I heard.